The assassinated presidents are linked in death by the Arlington Memorial Bridge, and both assassinated presidents were linked in life by the law of similars. Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy. Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln. Lincoln was shot in Ford's Theater. Kennedy was shot in a Ford Lincoln. Lincoln's vice president was Andrew Johnson. Kennedy's vice president was Lyndon Johnson. Andrew Johnson was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson was born in 1908. Both assassins were later killed, and both assassinated presidents were shot in the head on a Friday while seated next to their wives. The assassinated presidents are linked to Washington Circle via 23rd Street and the Arlington Memorial Bridge. And Washington Circle is the eye of the golden rectangle we saw in Section 7. Washington Circle is the point from which the logarithmic spiral begins that connects the past to the future, the Lincoln assassination to the Kennedy assassination.
That designer is the conspirator of conspirators. Now, there have been many books written about conspiracy, and many of those that tell you about conspiracy make their money telling you about conspiracy, and many of them are, believe it or not, part of the conspiracy. For they work real hard to keep you from the book that tells you of the conspirator of conspirators, of the conspiracy of all conspiracies. They work hard to keep you from knowing about the conspirator and the book that tells you about the conspirator. A conspiracy story. It's a story of Satan conspiring. And in that story, we realize that Satan had a plan all along. And it's told there, that beginning of that conspiratorial plan, right there in the book, that they keep you from. They have knowledge that we did not know of. We now know they have knowledge that they have been using on us. Now, it's knowledge that the us's are not to have. Now, they have worked hard to condition us and program us to feel foolish if we believe in conspiracy. If there was a conspiracy, there would be conspirators, people involved in the conspiracy. And what would be the one thing that those conspirators would want us to believe? They would want us to believe it's foolish to believe there's a conspiracy. Or let me put it this way, what is one of the things they would not want us to believe? They would not want us to believe in conspiracy. So they would call you a conspiracy kook if you did. They do believe in conspiracy, but they don't believe in the conspiracy of conspiracies. They don't believe in the conspirator of conspirators. Don't be so foolish as to deny that conspiracy. Many who do believe in conspiracy will foolishly deny that this aspect of the conspiracy exists. This time, in this conspiracy story, a minority of a certain people were able to enslave a majority of a mightier people. How did they do it? They had at their disposal magicians. Now, there is knowledge that we are not to have. That they have knowledge that we did not know they had. And having that knowledge, that they have a knowledge that they're using against us, is a great knowledge in and of itself for us in this war between good and evil that is being waged. There is a they and an us. And they are against us. And if you listen to the us's speak about the thems, we're hearing people say, you know what they are going to do next? They're going to have a draft again, or they are going to force vaccinations, or they are going to raise taxes, or they are going to try to get our guns. It seems like the real people, the human people, know there really is someone out there called they. And that they are against the us. They are against us. Be forewarned, a destruction is coming. As I said, there will be those that say, I don't believe in these things, sorcery and spell casting. And one of the reasons you don't is because we, the us, have been programmed by they, the them. by their many hours of television programming and movie viewing to believe that that is all fiction. Where there is a design, there is a designer. The designer? Satan.